What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a new series I'm going to be starting where I do in-depth Blu-ray reviews for movies. Now I see Nizarak, he does these type of videos and I really like watching them. I loved his Ben-Hur Blu-ray review, his Planet of the Apes Blu-ray review, stuff like that. So I thought, why not make some videos like that? It's mostly to do movies, like videos during the week where I'm not really making videos, and also, you know, just to fill in the gaps, because right now all I'm really doing is Blu-ray updates and that's just kind of a bit boring. So today I thought, you know what, I'll start a new series. So today it's going to be a movie which I really enjoy, and that movie is The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. This is the 3D, 2D versions, extended box set with the extended edition. So yeah, really nice set. So first off, I'm going to take you over to the table. We'll see what you get inside this bad boy, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the movie, the special features, is it worth getting, the Blu-ray quality, stuff like that. So let's just get right into it. Alright guys, so we're here at the table and we're going to be looking at The Hobbit: Unexpected Journey Extended Edition box set. You can currently get this for about £18 I think in the UK. I believe in the US it's a lot of a slimmer box set. Not really sure how much the price varies, but yeah, we'll take a close little look at this one. First off, we'll take a little look at the leaflet it comes with. So, you know, on here it has you know what it comes with. So it comes with the Blu-ray 3D, the Blu-ray and the ultraviolet code. So there is Hobbit: Unexpected Journey Extended Edition. We'll look at the back. It tells you what you get, exactly kind of like the Lord of the Rings ones. Try and get it to focus. I think that's the best we'll get. So on disc 1 and 2 is the Blu-ray 3D of the movie. Disc 3 is the extended edition plus the filmmaker's commentary, also including the New Zealand Home of Middle-earth documentary, which I'll talk about soon. Disc 4 is the appendices part 7, A Long Expected Journey, The Chronicles of the Hobbit part 1. And disc 5 is also the Blu-ray with the appendices part 8, Return to Middle-earth, which is basically the making of as well, talking about from Lord of the Rings to the Hobbit. Over here it's also got Join the director of the Lord of the Rings trilogy in the world's greatest adventure. 5-disc Blu-ray extended edition includes never before seen film footage, hours of bonus content, that's not an exaggeration, and in-depth looks at the production and commentary by the filmmakers. So it talks about the 3D, and you also get the ultraviolet. The specs of this is, let me see, it is 1080p high definition, 16:9, with DTS HD Master Audio English 7.1. You also get French 5.1 and Italian 5.1. So yeah, so that is that. Down here it says all new extended edition plus over 9 hours of special features. That is no exaggeration, that really isn't. So we'll take a look at the set itself. So here it is. It does have a nice little kind of like oak wooden kind of border around it. You actually have a 3D hologram there of Bilbo Baggins. So yeah, nice little hologram there. These aren't meant to be there. This is actually when I got the movie. The glue from the bit of paper when it took off some of the paint. So there's the side as well. There we go. And there's the back, pretty plain but kind of nice as well. And there is the case itself. Sorry about the glare there, that's kind of bad. So we'll take this out and we'll leave that to the side. So here it is, as well as a black case, which is really nice. Extended edition Hobbit. So we'll look at the back. This basically talks about the special features and about the 3D and things like that. So yeah, open it up inside. Got a lot of discs in here. We have the 3D movie part 1 and part 2. I believe that's for the compression rate, so the 3D's got to be pretty good. Then we have the movie in 2D on one disc. And then we have the appendices part 7. Alright guys, sorry for that cut there. But yes, so we have the 2D movie here. And the appendices part 7 right here. Obviously, part 1 to 6 is in the Lord of the Rings Extended Edition trilogy. And we go to the final disc, which is part 8 of the appendices, right there. So yeah, really nice set. Definitely worth the £18 currently. So yep, there it is. So let's go back to the seat and we'll talk about the PQ, audio, special features. So let's go. Alright guys, on to the movie now. I hope you enjoy, the backdrop of this, of the screen, and not just me behind some movies. Really thought you'd like this one, just make it a bit more entertaining. But yeah, so, the movie itself, really good. If you've read the book, it is still pretty accurate to the book. There's loads of movies and series like Game of Thrones, stuff like that, where they totally change how someone meets or if someone dies or not. In this one, there's not many changes at all. There's a few, but you don't exactly notice them a lot. The main villain in the Hobbit movies is Azog. In the book, at the end of Return of the King, he actually dies. Whereas in this one, they had to choose how he died, because they did not know how he died. So they had to really choose, okay, how is he going to die? It has to be pretty decent. So there is some changes in there that they had to make themselves and not true to the book. It's not very noticeable though. I mean, it's only really when you watch the special features you notice that. But again, the movie is brilliant. You've got Bilbo and Baggins, you've got 13 dwarves. One of my favourite things about The Hobbit is they got Richard Armitage to play Thorin. If you don't know who he is, he's been in quite a few stuff, but he was in one of his big roles still to date, other than The Hobbit. He's actually played Guy Gisborne in the BBC Robin Hood show. Now that, he was brilliant. He was kind of like the sidekick for the Sheriff of Nottingham. It was a very cool, menacing character. He was the bad guy, not the good guy. Sometimes when I see actors play the good guy and then the bad guy, or opposite, I don't really like it. But in this one, he is very good as the good guy. His performance was brilliant in this one. So for me, it's really cool seeing him on the big screen, and not just on a BBC show. Even though it's one of my favourite shows of all time, it's still, I still love him in the Hobbit movies. But yeah, the movie is great. I think a lot of people have seen it or if they've read the books. If you've read the book, you will not be disappointed. You really won't. At least the first two movies anyway. They're both really great. We'll move on now. We'll talk about some of the picture quality and audio. PQ, it looks brilliant. The Hobbit is actually filmed in 48 frames per second, whereas most movies are framed in 24 frames per second. So there's more frames per second, or FPS as you might call it. A lot of controversial there. People like it, people don't like it. I'm a big fan of it though. I really did like the effect of it. I can't really describe what the effect was, but it's still, it was very good. It did look very good on Blu-ray. Some of the main thing about the Hobbits was the scenery they used and the shots they used was just brilliant. You think you're actually watching like a nature documentary sometimes. It just looks stunning. Sound quality is brilliant. If you have a surround sound system, blast it, because certain scenes are just great. You feel like there's orcs behind you. It's brilliant. One of my favourite parts about The Hobbit was they actually incorporated some of the songs from the books into the movies, and they actually got a lot of the actors to do the songs. Like one of the dwarves at the very start of the movie actually plays the flute. And he never thought he would have to do that, but he actually did do it, and it was very good, And he actually, in Destination to Smaug, he actually had to write a song to do at the elves, like at the is it Eldenwood, something like that. So it's really good that the actors have done that as well. That's really cool. So the movie, I will give a solid A+. I have no complaints over it. It's just one of my favourite movies right now. It's brilliant. So yeah, we'll talk about the appendices right now. I'll talk about part 6 and 7 together. They're all basically combined. If you don't know what the appendices is, it's a 9-hour documentary, and you might be thinking 9 hours, really? It literally is. The first part is 4 hours and a half, and the second part is 4 hours 55 minutes. So it's around 9 hours. You might be thinking that's pretty much like 4 movies. That's like the Lord of the Rings movies combined. It kind of is, but it's really not boring at all. It's basically just a massive making of movie. What Peter Jackson did was he wanted to make it very in depth, so he actually got a separate film crew to actually go behind the scenes, you know, go while they're shooting and actually film how they were making it and stuff like that. So they basically were making a movie to put on as a special feature. Very, very good. You know, they go behind the scenes, they go to other locations, they go behind to see how the dwarves get all their makeup done, their routines and stuff like that. It actually shows you them appearing at the actor's doorstep at 4 in the morning, getting called to studio. It shows you them getting breakfast. It's very detailed. It actually said that some of them take about 5 hours to get dressed every morning in their costumes and stuff like that. You know, it is really, really detailed. Some of the other stuff was going to be, you know, seeing all the artists, like all their artwork to see what they're going to look like. I think some of the dwarves actually had about 30 outfits and they had to see which looked best. They were even doing like size noses, stuff like that. So, you know, they didn't do any shortcuts, they went right in there and did it all detailed. Very, very cool. So the appendices is very, very good. I would, you know, recommend watching it if you have the set but you've not watched them. I would recommend it, and if you're going to get a set, you know, please watch them. If you've seen the Lord of the Rings appendices, it's pretty much the same, just even better. I cannot wait for Desolation of Smaug to come out and see the appendices for that. So, yeah. Lastly, I'll talk about the appendices is they actually showed you the score for the movie. They actually had, I believe Ed Sheeran came in and he did, I think it was the Misty Mountains song. I don't know if it's in the actual movie, but I think he did it as like a theme song for the movie, in the charts and stuff like that. There's a section talking about that, and it actually shows you the music video for it. But you've also got Howard Shaw doing the soundtrack, which is very, very cool. I do own the soundtrack on iTunes. Really, really good soundtrack. It has some of the songs in it as well. Like the first song from the start of the movie is in it as well. So yeah, overall, really, really worth checking out this set. It is very, very good. You know, you might think £18 for one movie. You're basically getting 3 other movies because, you know, 9 hours of special features. Really worth checking out. So yeah. So guys, that is it for this in-depth review. I hope you enjoyed. It might not have been 100%. I've never really done one of these before. If you've got any feedback, please leave a comment. You know, really please. It would be, you know, it'd mean a lot. You know, if this gets a good amount of appreciation or likes, feeds, I will keep doing these. I'm planning kind of to do them every Wednesday, just so that, you know, there is actually a movie, or a video, sorry, in between my movie updates, because that's all I seem to be doing right now. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and a comment, and stay awesome, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.